Take a look at this. Well, well. Now here's a fine haul.
Scout ship departing. I can feel him. Inominat is just up ahead.
Finally, time to repay my debt.
You just like saying that, don't you?
Ah, you saw right through me.
Oh, come on, it wasn't hard. Nobody here is gonna do anything for anyone but themselves. I can't deny that.
Your wheel is yours alone to hold.
That is our creed.
Sorry to keep you waiting, gentle shepherd. The Lord of Calamity and friends are here to see you.
I can't wait to strike down the world's greatest swordsman.
You picked a fight with the Ifrit pirate crew. Now we're here to finish it.
Lord Artorias, I follow my own will now, and I'm going to stop you.
In my sword lie the hopes of mankind, the potential for a perfect world. Do you really believe that will without reason can break it?
Your sword is strong! But it's still only a weapon, just like ours.
Why don't you test that theory? With your life, of course.
Ever since you hit me, I've had this really annoying feeling in my chest. But I can't figure out what it is.
Then I'll just have to hit you again and see if that helps.
I'm sure I'll feel better after I eat you.
Arthur! I finally have an answer to your question. Why do you think that birds fly? Birds fly because they want to fly. They don't need a reason, even if their wings may snap and doom them to die. They don't fly for anyone's benefit. They don't fly because they were ordered to. Birds fly because they want to fly, and for no other reason!
So that's your answer.
Yes. Because that's who I am!
You were always like this. That sort of foolishness is what creates the demons and plunges the world into tragedy and despair.
Then you drive the demons out! Isn't that right, Shepherd Artorias?
That has been my plan all along.
If you want to kill us, you'd better finish the job! Because if you don't, I'm going to devour you!
I shall sever all our ties.
You'll pay for what you did to me.
Let's go, Thief! Yeah, I'm gonna fly too! Your side, Velvet!
No mercy! You thought I'd stop there? Annihilate it! Creation gather!
breathtaking.
With a single stroke, I will pour death into your beast. Full fury!
Blade of heaven! Will pierce my enemies of power! No mercy! Wounds I will
Tenacious demons.
He's the reason, right there. I'll take care of you! Stand aside, Velvet! Not happening!
Huh? Velvet! Why do you have my comb?
That was the comb that Laffy gave me. Not you, Inomine.
Of course. I'm Inomine, now reborn. And you're the Lord of Calamity. Oh, Artorias. I'm hungry. My stomach is empty. My chest is empty. My body is empty too. It hurts. It hurts so much.
It looks like we won't be able to harvest despair by eating you anymore. Well then. Birds must fly, because they possess strong wings. Mankind must be suppressed, because it possesses great sin. Malevolence, tragedy, war, anger, tears, even love must all be suppressed. With the grace of my beating wings, I will grant humanity the tranquility it deserves. You know me not. Come, devour my despair. Neven Hugh is up! Now, with the full might of my armadas, I shall suppress all creation!
Artorias was filled with this much despair?
Was he holding it in check this whole time?
One misstep, and he would have become a demon. Such is the power of Artorias' determination.
But also proof of his true nature.
We can't lose to it now! We'll never lose to despair!
Claim to fury! Lose the reform!
You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating?
You've grown strong. Let us settle this here and now, Lord of Calamity.
I swear! We'll finish this! I will devour all this hatred! Not done yet!
Stop struggling! Give up your fight. I will end the world's sadness. I have to end it!
Arthur's forgotten maxim! Don't despair! No matter what!
Spoken like a true hero.
It's what you told me once, long ago.
On the day of the opening. Velvet. The Arthur you knew died that day. It was always there, in the back of my mind. If only it hadn't been Celica and my son who were killed that day. If only it had been you two instead.
I thought the same thing. So many times. If it had been us, then I know you would have fought to save the world for us.
It's true. I wanted to save everyone. Such a pity.
Goodbye.
It's over.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
No, it's not over yet.
I'm hungry.
I'm so hungry! His power is running wild!
No one is keeping his power in check anymore! This is bad!
We still have time to kill him!
Wait! I'll do it.
I endured it all, even though I was scared, even though it hurt.
I know.
I drank that gross medicine. I stopped myself from doing what I wanted to do, eating what I wanted to eat. I tried so hard. Why won't you give me this? I hate you! I hate you, Velvet!
Luffy said, you tried really hard. But you don't have to fight anymore. It's time for us to rest, Luffy.
Velvet.
Velvet! What are you doing?
So that's it. Velvet will let Innominat devour her forever, with her forever devouring him in return. She will seal him while keeping him alive. An infinite contradiction. A perpetual cycle of destruction. Velvet, you can't!
You and I are part of Innominat, V. If he dies, both of us will die too. I dug my own grave. But you...
I don't care about myself! I'm not scared of dying as long as I'm with you!
Good. Then die. But only after eating, living, doing everything you want to in life. I really am horrible, aren't I? Just a selfish failure of a human being. But despite all that, you still saved me. With your unwavering kindness and strength.
I didn't do anything! Velvet, you were the one who...
Fee, you must have seen it during our travels. Humans spend their lives in constant struggle. That's why they end up making so many mistakes. Even my poor brother. That's why I'm asking this of you. Please live. I was the cause of so much chaos and destruction. Help the world I ruined. Help people like me. Help the weak. This is my last selfish request.
That's not fair!
I'm truly sorry.
It's okay! I forgive you! Velvet! I love you!
Thank you. I love you too. Fee. Huh?
To seal an Imperium all by herself. Humans contain more surprises than I expected.
Relax. These are the 4 elemental Imperiums.
Now you show up. Pretty irresponsible if you ask me.
You were mistaken. Without Innominat, the balance of our power will crumble.
The elements will clash in violence and ruin. The world will take millennia to recover from the destruction.
No!
To save the world from destruction, a new Imperium is needed. A Malak of great strength and indomitable will.
I'll do it. I'll be your new Empyrean.
Hold on a second, Laphicet! You can't just...
Let's hear him out. You are part of Innominat. You're not lacking in strength. But the question here is one of your intent.
Just what do you wish for this world? What will you bring unto its denizens?
I want people to have another chance! A chance for them to right the wrongs born of their fallible spirits! To give those who dream of flying the time they need to rest their wings! So that in their strength, their weakness, their cruelty, their kindness, these imperfect humans will one day stretch their wings toward the horizon!
Make your dream a reality, young Imperium.
They're really back on the ground. The Dragon of Light!
Good grief. Velvet's recklessness rubbed off on him. Hasn't it, Laphicet?
Huh? Is that really Laphicet? But how?
That is his Empyrean form. It's also proof of his determination.
Like an oath?
Yes. Do I frighten you now, Eleanor?
Not at all. You've matured into a fine man.
So was that flame your true power as an Empyrean?
Demons. Malevolence. Did that fire get rid of it all?
No. I'm still very much a demon.
The silver flame has the power to cleanse a soul of its malevolence and change a demon back into a human. But it doesn't have the power to change people's hearts.
It just gives them another chance at life. Isn't that right?
Sorry. Looks like my sins run too deep to fix.
That's fine. It's a part of who you are, Rokuro.
You're still a softie, aren't you?
Well, that's just great.
Huh?
Most of the exorcists are wiped out, but the evil and chaos in people's hearts lives on. Gonna be tough going from here on out, folks. Yes, it will. Even still. Humanity will never lose its hope or its prayers for a better future. Well said!
The Malachim have free will again. Some may even lend you their aid to help create this ideal future of yours.
I will spread the word. This world is now under the protection of the Empyrean Laphicet.
Would you mind not calling me that? I don't think it really fits who I am now.
I guess you're right. That was Velvet's name for you.
Okay, what should we call you then?
Call me by the name Eleanor gave me. One who lives. That's what Laphicet means. Translated into the ancient language. is not the end of chaos. It is the beginning. Mankind will go on fighting without end. Just as they did. People will still spread their wings to seek the horizon, just as they did. For every laugh, there will be tears. Embrace will be matched by love. This world is cruel and unforgiving.
Hey, come on.
Even the gods themselves don't know what the future will bring. Nevertheless, I will always believe in them, Velvet. In humanity, both strong and weak. In humanity, both fearsome and kind. The day will finally come when your dream becomes reality. Until then, I will kindle a flame within me, burning strong and bright.
Take.
A new recipe! I've gotta try it! Scout ship departing! We can do this!
That's the end for you!
Another day without a wild penguin sighting. How are things looking at the penguin farm?
Not good. They're still listless. I tried changing their feed, but they barely touched it. With the weather what it is, the sea temperature has gone down. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Maybe so. I've been pulling up different fish around here lately too. And get this, I found a kraken queen in my nets the other day. Normally you only find them in the northern oceans.
Kraken Queen?
If this keeps up, Isolt's fishing industry is in dire peril. We've got to do something about this.
Fishermen and penguin farmers. We should all get together and have a meeting to figure out what to do.
By the way, you get smacked about by that Kraken Queen?
Oh yeah. Those long whip-like tentacles did a number on me. I loved every moment of it.
Oh man, lucky! I should take the boat out tomorrow, see if I can catch one.
I still don't get it. But as long as they're having fun.
The Abbey is telling everyone to stay away from the Palamedes ruins because a vicious demon has settled in them. It's a real nasty piece of work. Likes to call its buddies over just to devour them. And it's only getting more aggressive over time. Not even the exorcists have been able to keep it under control. If you know what's good for you, you'll all stay away from there too.
A demon that devours other demons and gets more brutal. That sounds like venomization.
If it's bringing in other demons just to eat them, then yeah. I'd bet it's acting on instinct.
Trying to live and be strong, even if that means eating its fellow demons. Why, that's positively alluring.
And how is that exactly?
You know how when it's late at night and you just know you shouldn't have that snack, but there it is and it's so tempting?
If it's been at this for a while, I bet it'll make for a pretty tough opponent.
Yeah, and if Velvet devoured it, she might become a lot stronger.
It sounds dangerous to me.
To feed or not to feed? That is the question. We were hoping to put on a comedy routine. Any way you can fit us in?
I can, but folks in Yesult are picky when it comes to comedy. You'd better know what you're doing.
I love a good challenge.
Wow, Rokuro. You actually feel like helping out?
Believe it or not, I've always been interested in theater. I thought it would be good for building courage.
I think you have enough courage already, but for now I think we should set your sights low. I'll do most of the talking, you just respond to me and follow along.
Okay, but if you start giving me some jabs, am I permitted to counterattack?
As long as it's not with your sword. That's not exactly reassuring.
Let's get going, Magilu. We've got a show to do.
Oh boy, I'm not sure about this one. Hi there! We're Magilu and Rokuro, a wild, rough-and-tumble pair! Ha ha ha! Magicazam! The weather's so nice in Yesult, isn't it? Especially the sea breeze. Speaking of which...
Sea breezes are bad for swords. If you don't keep them polished, the salt will rust them.
I suppose that's good advice for any sword enthusiasts out there. But anyway, doesn't the air make you want to eat seafood? Ah, sashimi, fresh-boiled fish on the shore, seafood bowls. So many kinds look so delicious, but...
And fillets, too. You can't forget those. Takes true mastery to be able to use a blade so finely. Every creature, not just fish, has delicious spots that make for perfect cuts if you know where to find them.
That's kinda gross, but okay. Some seafood that tastes good looks downright weird, you know? You've got octopuses, you've got swordfish, you've got...
Swordfish! Now, if there's one fish out there I'd love to duel at least once, it's that one for sure.
You know there's not much I can do with these sudden wild tangents, right?
No. You see, I was just making a gag about how I'm a swordsman, so a swordfish would be like my rival, you get it?
Oh, just shut up.
Oh, okay.
So you've got octopuses, swordfish, you've got those freaky deep-sea anglerfish. Some say the more bizarre-looking the fish, the better its taste. Maybe it's true. I love pufferfish, and they're really weird, round-shaped.
Speaking of round animals, I once met this round-looking guy named Armadillon. I'd never seen anyone so round before or even since.
I can't take it anymore! You're a nightmare to work with!
That turned out pretty funny.
Yeah, well, I feel like our material could have been better. What's your take on it?
I'll just say one thing. If nothing else, your partner was a convincing fool. I don't think he had to act much.
You think so?
No, you're just a free spirit nobody can hope to control. Your attention, please! I've tabulated the results and I've come to the conclusion that you're all hopelessly unfunny!
I'm sorry.
I don't really care how it went, but when you put it that way, I get a little pissed off.
Anyway, that's why I'll be teaming up with Bienfu to take on Magilu.
Works for me! I'm ready when you are, Miss Magilu! Which bit are you gonna do? Your specialty, Cat Emperor? Or the surefire automaton assault?
Neither. We need brute force to win, so I'm going with Elysian Thunder!
Which means that when things are at their peak, we're gonna hit the audience with lots of thunder, right?
Right! Thunder in the form of relentless ad-libbing, as much as we can possibly handle!
Okay! I'll scout out some local material we can use for our opening warm-up, too!
Great! You do that!
You two are really in sync.
Couldn't you two just have teamed up from the start?
It's almost like the whole thing was an elaborate joke just so she could have this punchline.
Well, now with that settled, let's make our way to Logres and meet up with Majulu.
I hear there's one really passionate Lady Teresa fan in Helives. But I'm not going to lose to a poser like him. Lady Teresa's true allure isn't in those frozen eyes. You can't say you understand her if that's all you see. But I do. Only I understand her true appeal. Do you want to know what it is?
Well, I don't think I really care.
Do ya? Huh? Of course you do.
Okay, sure.
Well, if you insist, I'll tell you. Teresa's true allure is in that tinge of sadness hidden within her lovely face. Even when she's smiling, there's a touch of melancholy that never leaves her. It's like her heart is somewhere else, somewhere distant.
So where is it?
With her love, her true love, the true love she's yet to meet. How tragic! She suffers, lamenting the love she cannot find, yet doesn't realize that the very man she seeks is so near. That's why I watched over her so dearly. And then it happened. It was a day I'll never forget.
What happened?
She was off duty, frolicking in the waves by Maclear Beach. That alabaster skin, how pure she looked in her swimsuit.
This guy is really, really creepy.
Yeah, seriously creepy.
Hey, what's with that cold look?
I feel bad for Teresa. She had to protect creeps like this guy, too.
What cold, cold eyes you have.
Velvet, Eleanor, quickly, avert your gaze! If you keep looking at him with disgust and disdain, you'll only stimulate this perverted freak!
Come on, everyone. Let's go.
No, come back! Please! Scorn me! Despise me!
Well, hello there. I heard you woke the four Empyreans. I'm quite impressed.
What do you want, Morgrim?
I just came to pass on a little information to you. Specifically, that an Earth Pulse entrance has opened up. My guess is that it opened when you chased Innominat out.
An Earth Pulse entrance, huh?
We might be able to see more of the Earth in Historia.
Indeed. If we could learn more about Artorias' past, it might give us a hint about how to take on Innominat.
That's just what she wants us to think. Anyone else smell a trap?
I don't think we have to worry about that.
Are you sure?
Shigure loathed any form of trickery. If Morgrim was that kind of Malak, he would have struck her down long ago.
I appreciate your confidence in me. What you do with the information is up to you.
Where is this entrance?
It's at the Shrine of Tranquility, in a ball.
You must have learned about this from the Abbey. Why pass it on to me?
No special reason. I just happened to think of Lord Artorias' Malek. I thought it might be nice if I could help you learn a little more about her.
You mean Ceres?
All right. I'll check it out.
I thought I could make things work out if I just got to the capital, but finding a job here isn't easy.
We worked so hard and lived so well in that town. Why did this have to happen to us?
We should tell the Abbey what happened. They'll help us and kill all those evil demons.
We know that place better than anyone. We can help the Abbey recapture it. I'll never forgive those demons. Or the Lord of Calamity.
I'm sorry.
Showtime, Modulou! Come out and face me, preferably unprepared!
Modulou isn't doing any shows right now.
Why not? Did she get scared when she heard that Bienfu and I were teaming up?
No. Modulou and her teacher had a big fight. From what I've heard, it sounds like she's run away from home.
Do you know what happened?
She just kept going on about how she wanted a break from practicing.
So, she's young. She probably just wants to go out and have some fun.
Preposterous! If she takes even one day off, it takes 3 to get her back in form.
Even so, shouldn't you at least hear her out?
All I've done is hear her out. She mentioned something about wanting to go to the Zamal Grotto, but I wouldn't have any...
Did you say Zamal Grotto? That place is a nest of vicious demons.
What?
Vicious demons, you say? If Modulou really went there, then victory could end up being mine by default.
This isn't a joking matter. We have to go look for Modulou.
My precious Lulu.
Hey, it's you guys. Remember me? We met during that whole thing with the Swordbreaker. You convinced me to stop being a bandit.
Yes, I remember you. You made it to Logres.
Yeah, I finally saved enough to open up my bandit cuisine restaurant. I'm just looking for the right location now.
You didn't steal that money, did you?
Hey, I said I stopped being a bandit, didn't I? I took on honest work to save up for this. Repairing roads, delivering relief supplies, lots of hard labor.
You really did turn over a new leaf. I think what you've done is incredible.
Really? All right. It was all worth it just to see that smile.
Now that you've become a good man, I'm sure that even more wonderful things will come your way.
Have you decided on your menu?
Almost. I've got the eggless wild mushroom omelet and the highwayman's stew, but I feel like I need one more standout dish. There's a tavern in this town that has mabo curry that's just out of this world. I want to try to beat them. Do you have any good ideas for me? Maybe something that'll help me draw in the ladies?
Maybe add a dessert menu? That might help. I know, like a theft by chocolate cake. Or a roasted pear crème brûlée tart.
Well, that's certainly aggressive.
Yeah, those sound great. Now my menu's complete. Hey, when I'm a big success, you want to get hitched?
You shouldn't tease an exorcist.
I'm not teasing. I'm serious. Marry me.
Well, good luck with your restaurant.
Ooh, rejection hurts.
Miss Holier Than Thou delivered some just desserts.
Sweet rejection. It'd make a good cake name.
The taste of defeat is bittersweet.
The Lord of Calamity has brought fear to the entire kingdom. Grim whisperings echo through the streets in every town.
It's gloom and grief all around. So many people at church have lost someone close to them.
But it is in the saddest times when smiles are most needed. Dark expressions cast dark shadows.
Smile in the face of sadness.
Now that's a real man. That old guy knows what's what.
I'm not saying you need to make light of everything, but try to leave a little room for joy in your life.
Like when you eat good food, or see a beautiful flower.
Or even this fountain. Water wells forth, a symbol of hope. Even though life may be hard, I keep at it. I'll work hard so that this fountain never runs dry.
And I'll help you maintain it, so that it stays a place where people can come to feel at ease.
Now that there are less exorcists around, we can rely on the Abbey to do everything for us.
We need to start by doing what we can do to make this world a brighter place.
So where are you going to start?
With everything as harsh as it is now, people feel like they need to sacrifice excess and live frugally. I agree that we should act in moderation and refrain from excessive luxury. But we need joy to keep us going, right?
That's why we've decided to open up a restaurant. We want to make people happy by making good food and good drink.
What sort of food will you make?
That's what I'm researching now. I'm walking the world, trying different foods.
I heard they have this amazing Mabo curry. But to be honest, the place looks a little intimidating.
Just treat it like it's any other restaurant. I've been in there, and the Mabo curry is great.
Really? So it's a Mabo curry even the kids can like? I gotta try me some of this.
I wish you wouldn't call me a kid.
My bad. I didn't mean to step on your pride there. I was too preoccupied with thinking about our restaurant's mission statement, and I neglected to consider your feelings. I'm terribly sorry.
It's not that big of a deal. But what do you mean by mission statement anyway?
We're a restaurant that's fun for the whole family. Our slogan is, we'll feed you from the cradle to the grave.
It's supposed to be a place people eat. You might not want to mention graves.
I think a person would need a lot of courage to go eat there.
Whoa! Why didn't I think about that?
You seem to miss a lot. Are you sure you're up for running a restaurant?
We'll be fine. I studied up on a lot of restaurant management, and I plan on hiring a really good chef. All that's left is to select a menu and come up with a new slogan.
Instead of cradle to grave, how about from this life to the next life?
Your food's killing them either way.
Rats. I can't think of anything.
How about fine dining, from baby teeth to dentures? Not bad, eh?
That's fantastic. It gets rid of that whole dying thing. I love it. We'll use it.
They've got a long road ahead of them.
Welcome.
You came back.
I did. This place is important to me.
Are you sure it's okay to be in a town like this?
Don't worry about us. Besides, I'm more worried about the bar. I'm only away for a little while, and look at this place. The casks are empty and all the food tastes like dirt. Just a little bit ago, we finally got a delivery in. It was barely enough to open up shop.
Do you have enough to make Mabo curry?
I do.
Great!
Thanks for worrying about us. But leave the town to the townsfolk. You should just focus on what you have to do. Just make sure you don't have any regrets.
Thanks, Tabitha. Benwick told me that you can mop the floor with the water you've used for washing rice, and it'll make the wood shiny. Is that true?
It is. Not only does it get the floor clean, it'll put on a layer of rice brown oil at the same time. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Wow, that's awesome! I didn't know that.
Yeah, rice water has a lot of uses. The first time you use a new earthenware pot, boil rice water in it, and you'll extend its lifespan. And if you use it when you're rehydrating dried fish, it'll tenderize it and take away the fishy smell too. And if you water plants with it, it acts as a fertilizer. It's really useful stuff.
Wow, look at you, Velvet. Maybe I could see you with a family after all.
You don't have to act so surprised.
Still, I've never read that in any of my books before. How did you end up learning all that?
I learned from Celica, who learned it from our mom. It's just been passed down across the family.
Wow! What else did you learn from your sister growing up?
Celica taught me everything our mom knew about cooking, from the basics to more advanced techniques. Speaking of which, rice water is really useful when cooking, too. If you use it to boil radishes, it'll get rid of their bitter taste. When you use it to boil bamboo shoots or burdock roots, they'll soften and take on a nice white color. My mother taught Celica that anyone who threw away rice water wasn't qualified for housework, and my sister passed it on to me, too.
You know so many cool things!
When I needed to make When you need to make a child eat their vegetables, it'll go over better if you can cook them tender and not so bitter.
I bet you'd make a pretty good mom one day, Velvet.
You really think so? Actually, since you're here, Bienfu, I have to ask. Those are discarded vegetables on your tray there, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're just raw scraps left over from cooking. I was on my way to throw them out just now.
What are you talking about? That's all still good stuff you can use. Look at those radish leaves. Dice them up, fry them in oil, add soy sauce, cooking wine, bonito flakes, and sesame seeds, and voila! A perfectly healthy topping for rice. And that potato skin? If you wipe the inner side on a mirror, it won't fog up. Put some salt on those lemon rinds and you can use them to scrub a wash basin sparkling clean.
Holy cow, Velvet! You're a treasure trove of knowledge.
You know what's been bothering me? These pirates are way too wasteful with their food. They leave so much garbage.
You might be getting a little carried away here.
Yeah, I think you've made the jump from potential mom to bothersome in-law.
Come, sinner, and repent your wicked deeds.
Why are you whispering?
Because everyone else in your group has been nothing but trouble. Not a single one of them will truly repent. What kind of place do they think this holy sanctuary is?
I don't know what to tell you. You'll have to take it up with them.
I can't! You know what they're like, right? If I complain about it to them, they'll just beat the stuffing out of me.
I wish I could tell you that deep down they're all good people, but...
That's why you need to confess something.
What? Why me?
Please, I just want to hear a legitimate confession for once. If you don't hurry up, I'll put a curse on you.
Oh, all right. I'm so sorry for all the trouble that my companions have caused you, Father. Forgive me.
No, that's not going to work. I guess I'm not quite in the mood to forgive that yet.
Yeah! Well, maybe you should repent for being such a petty, mean old priest!
I knew this would be big. What a treasure! Scout ships...
Every time this time of year comes around, I can't help but think back on that terrible accident.
Can you tell us about it?
This was all quite a long time ago, but a carriage transporting suspects to a heresy trial fell down a ravine. I was the one who first found them, and let me tell you, it was a nasty sight.
Oh, right. I remember hearing about this.
Well, these were people who'd made a killing running dodgy shows, so their luck might have just caught up with them.
Did anybody survive?
Apparently not, but I heard there was one body they never found.
Right. She was a girl they'd made a part of their show. I heard they really abused her and forced her to work for them. I hope she managed to escape, but I don't know.
There were rumors that a strange spirit saved her life, as if anyone could believe a story like that.
Yeah, I heard that too. But the crash happened in the deep mountainside wilderness. It's much more likely that she was eaten by a beast. I'm surprised you know so much about it. It happened when I was still young.
Exactly how old are you, Magilu?
As old as my tongue and a little older than my teeth.
From your reaction, I can at least tell you're not my age.
Go on, take a good look.
little runaway!
Everyone's pinning their hopes on you, Majalu. Don't worry, Magilu's here to help!
No mercy! You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating?
Dark and light!
Thank you for saving me.
We heard you stood up to Volta and ran away. Is that right?
No, it's not like that.
Say no more. I used to have a real pain of a teacher, too. I know what it's like. Teachers aren't good for much other than running their mouths and bossing people around. They just try to pick out your flaws. They don't even see how hard their students work for them.
Yeah. Volta wouldn't even listen to me when I tried explaining why I wanted to come here. He's always like that. All he cares about is dancing. He won't talk about anything else.
It's just that sometimes there are other things I want to talk about.
Huh, I hear you on that. Surely you can see you don't need to work yourself to death just to please that mean old man. If you need somewhere to go, we always have room in Magilou's menagerie.
I don't know. I don't think I'm cut out for it.
Lulu, are you all right?
Sir? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? Don't you know this place is dangerous?
I heard there might be an herb here that could make your injuries stop hurting so much.
You came here for me? What were you thinking? You think it's just all right to throw your incredible talent down the drain like that?
Now just a minute.
Lulu, the only thing I care about anymore is seeing you become the greatest dancer in the world. I know it's selfish of me. I don't mind if you hate me for it. Just whatever you do, don't waste your talent. Lulu, your dancing brings so much joy to people, and it's during a time when there isn't a lot of joy to go around.
Volta.
No! Horrible, terrible, contrived! What kind of shoddy performance is this? You're a disgrace to Magilou's menagerie! You're an eyesore! Get out of my sight!
Huh? What's with you?
I'm saying this isn't the place to be doing any of this! Magic again!
It's so pretty.
Fear the might of Magilou, the greatest witch in 100 years! A third-rate dancer like you can't even hope to compete with the likes of me! Stand in awe, student and teacher alike!
As if we would! I might not be able to compete at your level right now, but just you wait. One day my dancing will beat you! Me and my teacher's dancing won't lose, even if it's to your magic!
Lulu.
Oh, really? Then it sounds like you and your teacher have lots of work ahead of you. But whenever you want to challenge Magilou's menagerie, we'll be ready.
Thank you, Magilou.
Huh? For what?
I mean, for spurring Magilou on. Color me surprised.
Well, I don't know if I'd say that.
Who can say? It's anybody's guess what Magilou and Volta do from here on out.
Very true. She could be crushed under the weight of his expectations. She could simply reach her limit and lose hope. Neither teacher or student could abandon the other. And say she one day meets his standards of perfection. Who knows whether it would even make her happy?
Magilou, are you sure you aren't talking about...
I'll say this much. It's human nature to end up wanting to stay with someone. If that person is someone who needs you.
Humans are weak like that.
But that's what also makes them human.
Yeah, you're right.
Look at me. I don't even have a punchline for this one.
Yeah, are you sure you're not running a fever?
It's all right. It's a nice change of pace.
Yes, but only on occasion.
Miss Magilou, what's gonna happen to all that material I practiced for our act?
Nothing, obviously.
Yeah!
There's your punchline.
Everyone ready to play?
Here I come!
You won't get any pity or compassion from me.
Woo! It's a biggie! Charging light!
Wounds that will
Painted down
What about this one?
red. We will need to be extremely wary.
No mercy! You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating?
Did you think you could escape me?
Right then, let's finish this!
no problems here. We will need to be extremely wary.
You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating!
don't think we have a chance! Slow down! Slow down! Rising Falcon! Rising Falcon! Hi! Rising I'll show you the beauty of my spearhead! Rising Falcon! Rising Falcon! Blade of Heaven! Rising Falcon!
Try as they might, it won't change.
I'm extra good at beating up the Wukong!
Well, that about does it.
I'll finish this now. This fight is over! I'll finish this now.
I'm not a fan of long, scary things. Have you looked in a...
I'll show you the beauty of my camera! Is that all you got? Is that all you got?
This fight is over!
We can do this!
No mercy! Wounds that will
It appears that we're finished here.
We can do this!
This fight is over! Finish this now!
Wow, all sorts of things popped out! Yep,
An exorcist. What's he doing here?
That's...
It's a world tree leaf.
We need that for the Omega Elixir.
You know of the Omega Elixir? You're no ordinary travelers.
I think you can tell that just by looking at us.
He seems wary of us. Should we take it by force?
No, we'd be at a disadvantage. He looks strong.
I could try talking to him.
Wait, let me try.
All right, Laffy. Do what you need to.
Please, sir, may we have that? We need it badly.
Sorry, kid. I've only this one. You're so young. Do you really think you can make an Omega Elixir?
I have a friend who's very sick. If there's anything I can do to save him, anything at all, I have to try.
Did you already gather the other ingredients?
No, we still don't know what the last one might be. But I'll find it. I swear I will. My friend is suffering too much. I refuse to give up on him.
Take it.
Are you certain? Don't you need this as well?
I'm an exorcist. Talking to you, well, we're supposed to put the needs of others ahead of our own. You think not of yourself. I would be a poor model were I to deprive you in your time of need.
Thank you.
By the way, young one, perhaps this will help your cause. I've been studying an old book, and it would seem that the final ingredient is a Moloch's prayers. Unfortunately, thanks to the Lord of Calamity, the Abbey's been losing a good number of Malachim. I've managed to be exceedingly lucky and mine is still okay, but... he will not give me his prayers, even when I command him to. Perhaps you will succeed. I have not faltered in my duties as an exorcist. The world must come before my family. I'm so sorry, Vidal.
Now that we know what the last ingredient is, there's just one thing left to do.
Hey! I think that might have been Vidal's dad.
Well, now that you mention it, Vidal did say that his dad was an exorcist.
If he was the one who borrowed the book from Vidal's mother, that would explain how he got here.
Damn though, that's cold. Doesn't that mean he was willing to give up on his son? How could he place more value in the Abbey's teachings than on his own son's life? I think he made the rational decision. Remember, he felt that there was no way he could get the last ingredient for himself, so... Yeah, okay, sure, logic. Kids ain't logical. How do you think Vidal would have taken this?
I'm sure he'd be terribly hurt.
Look at it like this. That guy clearly went to a lot of trouble to decipher the book. He would have faced considerable dangers just to get here.
Exorcists can't save the whole world. They have to live their lives conflicted like the rest of us. If everyone lived as selfishly as me, the world would be a wasteland.
Velvet.
I don't disagree, but he knew what he was doing.
Am I dreaming this? Is Velvet actually defending an exorcist? Pinch me!
I'm only stating the truth. Anyway, if we'd fought, it would have been to the death.
Good thing this ended peacefully.
Fee, I can't tell you what's right in this situation, but if Vidal does die, the sadness will be numbing. I can promise you that.
Yeah, but I think even in sadness, hope can spring to life. As long as you keep living.
Anyway, we've got everything we need. Let's get back to Vidal's house and make the Omega Elixir.
That exorcist said the last ingredient was a Moloch's prayers. That's all it is?
We're in good shape then. We've got Laphicet and Aizen and Bienfu. One of you can surely squeeze out a prayer or two, yeah?
We're back! Where's Videl?
Oh, it's you, Laphicet. I'm sorry, but Videl's already lost consciousness.
But he's still alive, isn't he? Please, let me see him. Videl, it's me, Laphicet. We have all of the ingredients for the Omega Elixir. I'll prove that your translations were correct, Videl. Just wait.
Laphicet.
He's awake!
No, he's just mumbling. That's all he's been saying this whole time. I'm sorry. Sorry, Laphicet. I'm sorry I told you to go away. I really wanted to talk to you more.
It's fine, really. That doesn't matter now. You're my friend. There's so much of the world you still need to see. You have to get better. So we can go on adventures together, okay? Huh?
Is that...
It's the Omega Elixir. So, it wasn't really a Moloch's prayers.
It was their tears.
Sweetheart, you're home!
I am. But I have no right to be here at this point. I chose to do my duty as an exorcist over the welfare of my own dear family. I won't ask for forgiveness. This isn't something that can be forgiven.
Dad?
Videl, are you feeling okay?
He's fine. A generous friend worked hard to prepare the Omega Elixir for him.
The Omega Elixir? Wait, don't tell me your friend is...
You helped him, right? I heard that it was you who told him what the final ingredient was. Thank you, Dad.
No, son. You have no idea. I...
Dad, it's okay. You protected the world in your own way. The one Mom and I live in. The one I want to explore when I get a little older.
Son.
All's well that ends well,
Hard to believe we managed to actually make an Omega Elixir. That's one hell of an accomplishment.
Oh, and here I was anticipating much wailing and gnashing of teeth. Videl turned out to be pretty resilient, huh?
Can't you just say good job like a normal person?
You're no fun. You did good, kid.
Thanks. But I might have given up if not for Velvet's encouragement.
All I did was rile you up. I wouldn't call it encouragement.
Not you too, Velvet.
Anyway, that was a noble thing you did, Laphicet. You really held on to your hope all the way through.
Yeah. I just didn't want to give up on Videl. But I don't really think it's worth praising. I haven't felt lost like you have, Velvet. If I had, I don't think I would have been so sure of myself.
Perhaps. But I think you'll still have it in you. Even if you ever do lose something dear.
Huh? Why?
That's just the feeling I get. Look, I'm tired of Eleanor's grumbling, so I thought I'd say something nice for once.
Could you not make this my fault?
Take a look at this. Well, well. Now here's a fine haul.
Scout ship departing.